Hello, beautiful, lovely gamers. My name, as always, is Jonal, and today I want to talk about the most bullshit thing that is currently running around the battlefield. In my opinion, this is not fun to play against. It's not fun to use as well as a player, and in general, if people start using it more, which people absolutely should because it's so strong, in my opinion, it's gonna just ruin a lot of the game. Again, Battlefield is a fun game. This is not Counter-Strike or Valorant or whatever. Like, this isn't like a sweaty rank game or League of Legends, right? Where you, like a competitive title where you have to play the most optimal build. Battlefield is fun. And this Battlefield is actually fun. That's why I am personally making so many videos on it, because I absolutely love the game. It is like, even playing without my friends, which I miss. I wish my friends played Battlefield right now. But even then, like, this game is just so fun. And I think that this is like something that should be addressed. So I'm making the video. Will somebody at DICE see it? Probably fucking not. But hey, there's hope. And again, I would also like to hear the community's opinions on it. So I hope you liked the video, and hopefully as well, I'll catch you in the next one. Battlefield 2042 has almost been out for a week. We're pushing towards that 1 week of release time and gameplay, and there's a major concern in the game, something that in my opinion really breaks the game, and that is armor. One of the for generally how the game works currently, at least, is that you pick your specialist. They have their specialist gadget. You have a primary weapon like an assault rifle, and a secondary weapon, a pistol. Then you have your nade that you equip, and then you have a whatever you want to call, like an equipment, a gadget, whatever term you want to use for it, and you can pick among a bunch of stuff. And one of the things with this game is, of course, that you can pick, anyone can have a rocket launcher, everyone can have a redeploy beacon. It doesn't matter. It is no longer tied, since you pick operator instead of classes, it is no longer tied to a specific class. So, you know, everyone, a sniper, a LMG guy, a guy with an SMG, all of them can have rocket launchers. But that also means that everyone can carry the strongest gadget in the game for infantry combat, and that is armor plates. Armor plates in this game gives 20 additional armor. You normally don't really have armor unless you're revived by one of the specialists, which in the case then you get 10 extra armor. And these actually do stack, so at max I think you can have about 30 extra armor on you. But in general, you can, without any hassle, equip 20 armor. You get 2 plates if you pick up this gadget, and that will essentially give you 2 equips. So you equip the first, then that breaks, and then you can later equip the second. So normally people should not have more than 20 additional armor, but that is still a shit ton. I haven't been able to figure out if it gives damage reduction. I do not believe it gives damage reduction, but what it at least gives is 20 extra health out of 100, meaning it is a 20% health increase. And this is the strongest gadget you can pick. If you want to do infantry gameplay, like you want to play against other infantry players, you have to pick armor. There is no other way to go around it. You have to pick up armor unless you are put at a big disadvantage. As soon as I found out about the armor equipment, I have not been using anything else. I have not been using a rocket launcher, not anti-air. I have not been helping taking out vehicles unless it's something that Sundance can do with her, anti-vehicle nades. Also, that I've not been helping as shit against those vehicles, because for infantry gameplay, you need armor. The amount of time that I can take a 2v1 or even a 3v1 because I have armor is huge. If me and a guy trade, let's say that he gets a drop on me and he trades and he breaks my armor and deals some damage to me. Let's say I'm at 40 health. This happens so often. I get to 40 health, which should be 20, but it's 40 because he broke my armor. I'm behind my cover. I re-armor. I was at 40, now I'm at 60 health. And I can just swing on him and I can get that frag, right? Like, the amount of damage reduction, like in that fight, he had to deal 40% more damage to me to take me down. First breaking my initial armor and then breaking my re-armor and then killing me. He had to deal 40 extra damage, have 40% more damage than me to take me out in that engagement. That is ridiculous. The amount of times I survive with 1 health is astonishing. I always want like 1 or 7 health because of my armor. On the amount of times that I've also seen me trading with somebody, and normally, like, especially if there's 2 of them, I kill one and I transfer to the other guy and he has armor on. So all of a sudden it's like, he has so much armor on that's like, oh, he survived with like 7 health. So if he didn't have armor, I would have killed him. Of course, I'm wearing armor, so it's fair, right? But still, And if there's larger groups of people, it's just gonna burn through your ammo. If you're not using the PP, essentially the PP Bison, right? You will not have the, like, ammo, like a 30 round mag, nothing against armor. You're gonna burn through your ammo. It's gonna be so hard to chain kills together. Even if you have good positioning, even if you're good aim, it's gonna be so hard. If you pay the PP Bison, you have like 64 rounds. If you pick the proper loadout to it, you have 64 rounds. You can shred through people even with armor. But even then, again, the more people when people start understanding that armor is as strong as it is, more and more people should start equipping it. And the more people that start equipping it, the more people would just have 20 more health. And in my opinion, the issue is it becomes this must-pick thing. Again, I've not been using a single time. I've not been using a rocket launcher since I found out how strong armor is. Because it is, why would I? Like, yeah, I can take out that vehicle, or I can just, like, not fight that vehicle, and I can just mow down infantry. Because every duel I take, they have to do 20% more damage to me. Or else they can't kill me, unless it's another armored opponent. And it kind of makes it a must pick. Like, you have to pick this one equipment, and that is not fun. I want to play with redeploy beacons. I want to help against anti-air. I want to help against against ground vehicles. Again, I play a lot of Sundance, so I just fucking fly around the vehicle zones, right? So for me, it's not a problem, but I want to help my team. But it's kind of like, why should I? There's no incentive for me to start picking up anti-vehicle weaponry when I can use armor and just, fight against infantry and beat the living shit out of them. It is so strong. And I think that this needs to be addressed ASAP. I saw some really good suggestion on Reddit where instead of having armor be like, just pure, like, you get 20 health, it's like explosive reduction or like anti-vehicle armor that works against vehicles. And while that's not as realistic as you might think it is, right, because it's not, right? Like, why would a tank bullet do less damage than a normal bullet, right? At least it would be like, this is anti-vehicle armor. So then, it's to be more tanky against the vehicles. That's fine, because it does save my ass a lot against choppers. Once again, another reason that I use it. There's a chopper that chases me. You've been there with me, right? Where you just get chased by one of those, like, light scout helicopters. And I get inside the building because I have armor. And I have, like, 5 health. And it's like, oh, well, I had armor on. So, lucky me, right? And again, it also, the last thing that just infuriates me, I know I'm fucking ranting the living shit out of this, but this kind of infuriates me because it's such a good game. And it's such an oversight that he just left it in. Hey, let's just give somebody 20% more health. That sounds like it's fair and fun for everyone. It feels so good as a player to equip armor plate. It's such a satisfying thing. Compared to, like, shooting rockets and blowing shit up, that's boring. I rather want to hit my 4 key, as soon as I spawn, and just equip my armor and be done with it. Like, that's what I think is fun gameplay. Just having that extra health buffer, right? Like, it's not even fun to use, but the big issue, especially with armor, and one of the things that really, really infuriates me is the fact that if you have, let's say both of us has armor, right? And we play the game. You play the game, you have armor on. So, you're like, hey, I'm going to play what is the strongest thing. Like, I'm not going to put myself at this disadvantage. You play with your armor, you kill one guy. Great. You then re-armor, because he broke your armor, because, again, it's 20 damage, right? So he broke your armor. You re-armor again. You get another frag. Great. He also broke your armor. Now you have no more plates. The next fight you go into, and again, in this scenario, everyone else has armor. So everyone in the server has decided armor, of course, right? So, everyone equip armor. You kill 2, right? You beat them fair and square. Both have armor. It's fair. All of a sudden, you're at disadvantage because you don't have more plates. So now you have to deal 20% more damage to them. So even if everyone uses armor in the game, which is so fucking boring, right? It is so fucking boring because it's not fun to just equip armor at the beginning of your life. But even if everyone did it, it would be like after 2 engagements, or if you run past a sentry turret, or if you got hit by an explosive, you no longer have that 20 HP buffer. It's not going to regenerate like your health. So you no longer have that 20 health, that 20 armor buffer that everyone else is playing with. So it's unfair for you. So if you're a skilled player, like sometimes when I run around, I got these like longer kill streaks, like, you're playing around people, you are solo holding objectives and shit like that with the PP Bison because it's fucking busted, right? You play around, you do all that stuff, and then like slowly but sure they're just wearing down your armor resource, and it's like, right? It's not fun. It is not fun to play against. It is not fun. You've probably been there to shoot bullets into somebody and then seeing them survive because that fucking blue hit marker came up and because they're armored. And it's not. It has to be infuriating for my enemies when I can kill 2 people because I have armor. And yeah, while yes, I am clearly out aiming them. They're missing their shots. I'm hitting mine. Fair enough. Like the fact that I survived with like 5 health because I had that buffer. I should have died there. My stupidity should not have gotten me those 2 kills. But it still happens. And it has to be infuriating to play against. Also for vehicle players that catch me out. Can't kill me. I have armor. Fuck you. It's just not fun for anyone involved. Not fun using. Not fun being used against. Not fun, you know, for anyone involved in the game. And I think that maybe change it to like vehicle specific damage. That's fine. Then you don't get fucking destroyed by, you know, fucking hoverboats and flying planes and fucking everything that explodes in your face. All of a sudden, it's fine. Like, you have anti-vehicle, maybe even explosive reduction, but not for rifles. Because that way, the infantry gameplay keeps being fun and interesting. And if you like this fucking video, please help spread the message. Again, there's, of course, sharing this stuff around, but liking the video greatly helps out. Dropping a comment down below. Do you use armor? Have you fought against people with armor? Do you agree it's fucking bullshit? Like, your comments down in the comment section is incredibly important to me. So thank you for dropping those. Subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Besides that, guys, please remember to stay positive. It's important to take care of others, but remember to take care of yourself and well. And tell somebody that you love them. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep the enemy in your crosshair.